And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Acceleracers Hub for another video. Hopefully you guys are all doing awesome. So for today's video, guys, well, hold up. Before we get to that, if you haven't heard, we have a website now, acceleratorshub.com, where I have all of my eBay products, projects, and all sorts of other cool stuff. A place for you to check out your customizers, creations, articles about accelerators, write-ups, rarity guides, things of that nature. Go check out acceleratorshub.com. But now that we've got the paid ad out of the way, we are going to jump into today's video, which is another subreddit recap. We're going to be going through the best posts from the Acceleracers subreddit over the last couple of months. So let's jump right into it.
All right, guys, so right off rip, we have a post by Happy Dankmas who said, yo, let's pump up the baseline. Just stocked some Scirocco peakers, and I had to toss this in here, guys. That is absolutely adorable. Love the little Scirocco, and that is totally something I would put on my car. And then we have a post by Parker Rains who said, RIP Steve Harwell. I'm sure most of you guys have heard that Steve Harwell did pass away recently. In his little meme, Mattel, it's just a movie about toy cars. No need to go hard on the theme song. Steve Harwell putting out absolute heat. And then we have a post by Jaycee Squared, new Acceleracers leaks. And this was a month or two ago, so I'm sure most of you guys have already seen the NFTs by now. But on the off chance that you haven't, this is what they looked like. This is the Cub Light one. And I'm not going to lie, I really do love the design. I'm not a big fan of the whole NFT program, but I do love the design. It is pretty wicked. And then some more NFT shots. We have a post by Jedi Nida who said those absolute teases with the Dior 2, RDO9, and Spinebuster NFTs. And gosh, they look clean, and I can really seriously see them hanging on shelves. And speaking of hanging on shelves, we have a post by Delta Phoenix Delta who said, cool custom I got, an RD11 custom in an Acceleracers blister, a custom made blister. And there are some more of that going around. Shout out to Metrometrics, but this is absolutely wicked. And then a post by Dragomaster3456 Custom Teku Racer. Give it a name. You guys go name it down in the comments. What do you think it would be called? And I toss this in here because seeing some of these sketches in the subreddit recently, it's kind of got me itching to do another art contest. So once the customs contest is over, who knows? There might have to be another art contest. And then a post by Dusty RC who said, early birthday present. It is a month away. And check it out, guys. We have a Vert Wheeler Funko Pop style figure. That is absolutely wicked. I did see this pop up on eBay. I think it was like $120 or $150. But from what it looks like it's really, really well made. And it's kind of got me wanting to see the rest of the Acceleracers characters in Funko Pop fashion. And then a post by Fish Daddy, restored my RD08. We had the before and after picture. The before has all the decals scuffed up, and then after, look at the shine on that car. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about customs, but I would assume it's easier just to make a custom from like a donor car than it is to repair an old car. So that's pretty impressive work. And speaking of customs, we have a post by Crowd Seeking Mustang who said, needs wheels, but I'm calling the body work done. Look at this Highway 35 Scorchers Plymouth Roadrunner. And I'm not going to lie, guys, that sort of burgundy maroon paint, that looks cold. And then a post from the Diorama guy, Pork Chop, giving it some character. This is Middle Basil 8960. And you guys have heard he's doing the Junk Realm next. And I'm sure you guys know exactly what that is. Here's another shot of it. If you don't, it is the Mechanoid Destroyer. At least that's what it was called in the card game. Some people call it like the Junk Monster or whatever you want to call it. But it's the one that was picking cars off the track or knocking them off the track. It was absolutely huge, and I cannot wait to see this Junk Realm diorama. But spoiler alert, you might be seeing it on the channel here pretty soon. And then a post by Old Adhesiveness 884. Just got this in the mail. Great pull, but I hate how destroyed the card was. I assume the blister was pretty beat up. And once again, guys, the Pat God strike. Every time it seems like somebody opens up one singular car in the subreddit, it seems like there's a foil in there. How is it possible? And then we got the flea market find post of this month, post by Wompy Dompy. Scored these at the flea market. We have a Hollowback and a Power Rage. And I tossed this in here not because of it's such, an otherworldly find. It's not like you found a Chicane or a Spectyte. But I just can't believe how good the decals look on these cars. Look at that Power Rage. That is like a mint Power Rage from a flea market. So I assume it's been loose for a while. That's pretty impressive. And then we have a post by Racing Drones, one of the most knowledgeable people in the community as far as variations and Acceleracers recolors go. Completed a set of Acceleracers castings from the Connect Cars Track Legends line. Look at some of these cars, guys. I'm not going to lie. That Chicane in the bottom left, that's kind of a cold paint job on Chicane. But apparently these are very hard to find. And I always like seeing his posts because I always end up learning something about Acceleracers recolors or Hot Wheels releases. So apparently this was a set from 2009 that was international exclusive. I think the US got a 50 states line, and these were all released internationally. And some of these cars were re-released as like track set cars and stuff in the US, and I think a couple of them were a little uncommon, but there were 3 of them that were very rare. And according to his breakdown, the riveted and the nitrium were uncommon, so they only popped up on eBay like 1 or 2 of them every other year or so. So this took him quite some time to complete. But the last 3 cars, the RD08, the Spectyte, and the Anthracite, he said were unbelievably hard to find. They were hardly released anywhere, and it took him a full 14 years to finally grab that last Anthracite that he was missing to complete this set. So what an amazing feat. And this is his write-up on it if any of you guys are interested. And then a post by Salty004, stop doing Taro bad. I think Taro would drive. All right, I get it. And I'm not gonna lie, this one hit home for me, guys. I'm sure most of you guys saw those, I think Taro would drive this. I think Taro would drive this. And it was funny, like the first 1 or 2 posts, you know, I always like seeing some discussion. But after like the 95th post about it with him driving like a little Tykes car or something, I was done. So I'm glad somebody posted this. And then a post by GD Inferno Boy. You guys have seen this sketch before. It is now framed. Check it out. I'm not gonna lie, there's something about any sort of artwork, once it gets into a frame, it looks 10 times more legit. I could see that hanging on somebody's wall. And around this time, there's a lot of info coming from Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. So it has been confirmed that there's an Acceleracers expansion in Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. As you can see down in the bottom right corner, 12/21/23 Acceleracers expansion pack. The perfect Christmas present for Acceleracers fans. And then some more Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Love. GT Planet article reveals images of the first Hot Wheels Unleashed Acceleracers DLC pack, Spectyte, Rolling Thunder, and RD09 confirmed. Check out Rolling Thunder, guys. And Spectyte in the background. You guys know my Reddit flair. Gotta love Spectyte. And then the official reveal in this post by Jaycee Squared, Acceleracers All-Star DLC pack on launch day. We have Rolling Thunder, RD09, Carbide, and Spectyte. Definitely an interesting conglomeration of cars there. Not really sure why they picked those specific ones, but I'm glad Spectyte's in there. And then another post by Jaycee Squared. He is absolutely carrying the subreddit recap on his shoulders. First look at the official Teku Dior 2 from Liwei Chang. So I believe this is the official Teku Dior 2 redeemable that fans will get for completing the NFT set. And then a post by Acerbic Airbalist. Who else is ready for January? This is the full set of Acceleracers NFTs. For those of you who have not seen it yet, it actually is pretty cool to see all of them lined up, but I just hate it for the people that weren't able to complete the set. And then a post by Candid Pin 3415. Didn't know this was a thing until I found it on Marketplace. Check this out, guys. This is the Acceleracers Baseline Coin Bank. I have never actually seen this in a box before. I know it's pretty hard to find. I can't really comment on the rarity or the whole release of it. I just know that I've only seen them pop up a handful of times, and usually they're in pretty beat up condition. So to see one in a box is kind of crazy. And here is a picture of the back of it, and it is really cool, guys. Like I said, I have no info on the release of this, sort of when it was out or where it was released. So I'm probably gonna have to reach out to Racing Drones or somebody to sort of see if I can get some information on it. Or if anybody knows, let me know down in the comments. I have no clue how rare this item is. I just know that it doesn't pop up very often. But I've never actually seen the packaging, and it's pretty wicked. I would totally have loved to see this on shelves back in the day, because I assume that if I would have seen it as a kid, I would have owned it. So I'm not sure where it got released. And this is the close-up of the instructions on the back. Drop coin in the coin slot to activate the engine revving. Hot wraparound graphics. Rubber plug on the bottom. Requires 2 AA batteries. Pretty darn cool. And it's got me thinking, this is the sort of custom that we need to see with all the light-up LED lights and a sound system. That would be absolutely wicked. And to be honest with you guys, there's been so much heat in the subreddit recently, just awesome post after awesome post, quality content, that I actually wasn't able to get everything in the subreddit recap. As you can see here, this post was dated 18 days prior. So there's another 18 days worth of stuff that I did not put in this video, including some wicked stuff from Metrometrics, just because the video would have been too long. So this just means we're gonna have to do more subreddit recaps more frequently.
And that is going to wrap up this subreddit recap, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the best posts from the community over the last couple months. There's all sorts of stuff going on in there these days. But that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the Acceleracers Hub for more Acceleracers related content. Go check out the website, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.